rest pause training methods. Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. This is part 2 of a 4-part series on rest pause training. Today I'm going to be talking about rest pause training methods. Yesterday's video was about the benefits of rest pause. So this is a 4-part series. Come back, check out the next 2 parts tomorrow and the day after. A very informative series. Rest pause training is one of the best methods, I believe, for muscle building. It's also great for power building, building strength for the beginner and intermediate lifter as well. Before I get into the methods of rest pause training, if you guys have any questions or comments, check out the link below. Come on over, submit your questions. The best questions I turn into videos just like this. So there's 4 methods I like to use with rest pause training. They are block, timer, breathing, and expanding rest. So rest pause training is basically you go in, you do a set for an exercise, and you have restricted rest in between sets. So you're beating a muscle into the muscle building zone, and before it gets a chance to recover, you're hitting it again and again and again. You're beating that muscle while it's down. You're getting quality muscle building stimulus. So the first method is block training. This is an interesting method and one of my favorite methods. Basically, when you're doing an exercise, instead of doing 3 or 4 or whatever sets of whatever reps, let's take bench press, for example. You're going to put on a weight. Let's say you can bench press 185 for 12 reps easy. So we're going to put 185 on the bar. Instead of doing sets and reps, we're going to see with block training how many reps we can get, say, in a 2-minute block, or a 3-minute block, or a 4-minute block, or a 5-minute block. So you're gonna hit as many reps as you can in that first set. You're gonna rack the weight. You're gonna sit up. You're gonna wait till you're mentally and physically ready to go again. You want to keep these rest periods during this block as minimal as possible. You just kind of want to wait. You kind of want to rack the weight, shake out your hands. Rest 10, 15, 20 seconds max, get back onto the bar and start knocking out reps again. It doesn't matter how many reps you knock out per set in this little block training session. The goal is just to do as many reps as you can in your timed window. Whether you're using a 2-minute window, a 3-minute window, a 4-minute window, or a 5-minute window, you want to knock out as many quality reps as you can in that block period. So if you're doing a 2-minute block for bench press, you'll start off, you'll hammer some reps, you rack the weight, rest 10, 15, 20 seconds, knock out some more reps, etc. And you'll repeat that process until your timer says, boop, 2 minutes is up. So how does progression work with block training? Well, let's say you did 26 reps with a weight in a 2-minute block. The next time you come in, you want to beat that. You want to try to get 27 or 28. So you keep trying to improve a little bit each week. And after a point, let's say maybe your goal is 30 reps in a 2-minute window. It really doesn't matter what goal you set. The point is to use that as a measuring stick. So when you hit that goal, you add weight. So let's say in a 2-minute block, our goal on bench press is to hit 30 reps. Let's say we hit 26 one week, 28 the next, 29, and then we hit 31 with 185 pounds. So when we do that, we just add 5 pounds to the bar. So we're up to 190 pounds. And let's say we went in and hit 29 reps with that. The next workout, we hit 30 reps, and you add 5 more pounds. That's the beauty of block training. It's going to take a while. It's going to take 2, 3, or 4 weeks for your conditioning levels to improve. But once they do on block training, you'll see really good quality, consistent strength gains. One thing I will say about block training is that for heavy compound movements, you probably want to keep the blocks to 2 to 3 minutes. You don't really want to extend them for long, maybe 4 minutes max. As you progress into less impactful compound movements, machines, you can go 3, 4, 5 minute blocks. Isolations, you can go 3, 4, 5 minute blocks. So if you're doing a workout using block training, you can basically start out with a compound 2 to 3 minute block. Then you could do something, maybe dumbbell bench presses for a 3 or 4 minute block. And then maybe an isolation style exercise like pec deck or flies for a 4 or 5 minute block. You're going to really get a good pump. You're going to get good conditioning. You're going to get good strength gains, and you're just going to continue to beat that muscle or group of muscles down, and just keep it in that muscle building zone. So that is how you do block style rest pause training. Timer is really simple. You can use a generic 20, 30, 45, or 60 seconds in between sets. And you just set the timer app on your phone. You let it run. As soon as you set the weights down, you check the timer. And then when your time period is done, when it hits 20 or 30 seconds, you get back under and perform more reps. With the timer, you're going to say, I'm going to do 4, 5, 6, or even 7 sets, and they're all going to have X amount of rest in between sets. So let's say your bench press is done, and you move on to, let's say, a machine chest press. And you're going to do 5 sets using 30 seconds of rest in between sets. So basically, you have the timer going. You do your first set for as many quality reps as possible. You watch your timer. After 30 seconds is done, you hit your second set. After 30 seconds is done, you hit your third set, so on and so forth. So it's really simple with the timer method. If you don't have a timer, you don't want to use your phone in the gym, you can use the breathing method. And this is something I do a lot. I keep it stupid simple. I use 10 deep breaths or 15 deep breaths in between sets. So let's say I'm going to do 5 sets of bench press, 5 rest pause sets of bench press using the breathing method. I'll hit as many reps as I can, rack, and then I'll do 10 controlled deep breaths like this. 1. So I'll do them real slow and controlled. That'll help me get my heart rate down a little bit, but that's a good way. You don't need a timer this way. 10 deep breaths is a good method, unless you're doing something like squats and you need just more rest in between sets. You could bump it up to 15 deep breaths. So you can use the deep breath method. For isolations, you could do 5 deep breaths. For compounds, 10. It doesn't really matter as long as it's consistent from workout to workout, so you can gauge your progression. The last method is expanding rest, and this is really the core of my bulldozer system. The more sets you do, the greater the rest comes in between sets. So basically with the expanded rest period, you might hit the bench press for as many reps as possible and rest 30 seconds, hit bench for as many reps as possible, rest 30 seconds, go back again, hit bench for as many reps as possible, rest 45 seconds, hit bench for as many reps as possible, rest 60 seconds. So as your fatigue is mounting, you're resting longer and longer in between sets. There's no right or wrong way to structure this, no magical way to structure this. You could start out on isolations with 15-second rest, 15-second rest, 20-second rest, 20-second rest, 30 and 45 or whatever. It doesn't matter. Again, there's no magic. This is just another method. Which method you use comes down to personal preference. So that's part 2 of this series. Come back tomorrow for part 3. I'm going to show you examples of block training methods. And part 4, I'm going to show you examples of bulldozer or expanding rest. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, check out the link below. If you've made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.